Raiders and make it in there. So Wyatt, tell me how the Chargers are going to do in 2022.
Let's see here. They start out week 1 against the Raiders, who we just went over, and I had that as a loss for them. So then I think let's see here. They play the Chiefs. That's 0-2, but no need to fear, Chargers fans. You guys have the Jaguars, the Texans, and then the Browns, who are okay. Then the Broncos, who are good. Then the Seahawks. Then the Falcons. So right there off the bat, there's 8 games to start out the season. They're going to start out 6-2. 6-2. This is a good Chargers team. This Chargers team is really good. So they start out 6-2. Then they play the Niners. I think they'll beat the Niners. That is 7 wins. They play the Chiefs. They're not going to beat the Chiefs twice. That's a loss right there. Then they play the Cardinals. I'll give them the win there. That's 8 wins. Then they play the Raiders. I'll give them the win there. Then they play the Dolphins. That's 10 wins. Then they play the Titans. That's 11. Then they play the Colts. I'll give them a loss there. But in a weird scenario, they're going to beat the Rams. So I'll give them the 12th win there, and I'll say they beat the Broncos to round out the season with 13 wins at 13-4. High praise right now for this Chargers team.
Hey, Wyatt, can you hold up your piece of paper there and write out and scratch out Buck and put Wyatt there? Because Wyatt is crazy. Come on, baby. So Wyatt, we do agree on a couple things here. I do think the Chargers will start to see the season out 6-2 going into their bye week with losses in the Kansas City Chiefs week 2 on Thursday night, and then when they play the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland week 5. So, like, I do have them beating the Raiders, the Jaguars, the Texans, the Broncos, and Seahawks. Coming off of the bye week, I had them beating Atlanta as well. Now, this is kind of where it gets dicey for the Chargers, just because we don't know if they can handle adversity. And like week 10, I had that game circled as that adversity game because the San Francisco 49ers are going to give them a different type of game that they haven't been used to all season long. The 49ers are very, very dominant on the ground. They will give you a lot of end arounds and trickery with like Debo, and they're going to try to win with defensive side of the ball. So with that, I do have the 49ers beating So I do have the 49ers beating the Chargers that game, and then I had them beating the Chiefs, losing to the Cardinals, losing to the Raiders, and then this is the next game that I have circled as like as well, is Week 16, Monday night, when they travel to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. This is a make or break it game for their season. If they can go into Indianapolis to beat the Colts, they will have that momentum to get hot and to definitely make a deep playoff run. But, Wyatt, I have them losing to the Colts, and then it is just a downward spiral. It is a snowball effect. They will lose to the Rams, and they will end out the season losing to the Broncos as well, finishing with a 9-8 record this season, second in the division. I mean, now if they can beat the Colts in that Week 16 matchup on Monday night, I do have them beating the Rams and the Broncos, but for playoff predictor purposes, I have them losing the final 3 games of the season. What are your thoughts on my picks?
I think you are insane. Insane. You only have one of these AFC West teams making the playoffs, or do you have 2?
I don't know. I have not broken down the rest of the AFC. This is the first AFC division that we have.
Well, I'm just asking you, do you think 1, 2, 3 of these teams make the playoffs?
So I think the
Obviously
AFC
one has to make it.
Yeah. So I think one team only makes it